Dr. McDougall, John McDougall, rest in peace. We're going to talk about what really happened, what a lot of you may not know, so watch the whole video. Very sad, very unfortunate. It was coming. It is unfortunate. Dr. McDougall, John McDougall, let's call him John. You know, I've been promoting him more than anybody on the internet for the last 14 years. A lot of you who knew him through me, etc. I was just smashing him, you know, back in 2009, 2010 on YouTube, talking about him, promoting him, giving him hype up, because he was one of the first people, one of the first authors I read back in 2001. I had a John McDougall book. I had John Robbins, Diet for New America, Food Revolution, and McDougall's recipes, etc. They were like cornerstones of my transfer to vegan lifestyle. As a cyclist and runner, we all know high carb, low fat. If you want to be lean and mean and fast, you have to eat high carb, low fat. But I never really understood there's health benefits to that. So, and McDougall and John Robbins and Neil Bernard, those three guys, and Ornish, etc., they're the ones who really promoting that health advantages. And the healthier you are, the fitter you can get. If you know, you know. So, what can we talk? Let's just talk about it, man. There's no script, there's no jump cuts. This is just thoughts off my head. Very, hundreds of you have messaged me in the last few hours. Did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? And it's like, yeah, I knew. Unfortunately, it's like life is just so short, isn't it? This situation is really going to kickstart me to create even more content, because it's like you don't have your whole life. You don't know how long you're going to live for, right? So that the lessons we can take home from this is that he was, he had ill health at age 18. Before that, he had a severe stroke at age 18. You generally, if you got a stroke by age 18, then you're not going to live till 30 typically. And his way of health and eating and the focus on that gave him a quite a unexpectedly long lifespan. But more importantly, the legacy he leaves behind is fucking huge. Right? McDougall was always someone whose shoulders I stood on when people would be like, wow, what about this? What about that? And I'm like, well, what does McDougall say? Oh, that sounds logical. Here you go. Here's the answer. McDougall was like is a cheat sheet on so many debates or arguments you have with friends, family, people on the internet, etc. McDougall is a cheat sheet. You can go to his website, type in a condition or whatever, and then boom, get some logical responses to that, logical solutions to that. Now, I was also a very, very harsh critic. As much as I promoted McDougall, and still do to a degree, I was also a very harsh critic because he had some contradictions, and we all can have contradictions, but I would focus on his contradictions. I'm like, well, if I'm promoting you, and then people read that carbs are bad or sugar's this or that, then they're like, and then you say this is good and it says bad, and it's like, which one? Be consistent, brother, And he would tell me, like, oh yeah, I've never met anyone who did get fat on sugar, and I'm like, well, why are you demonizing it? And he's like, oh, yeah, maybe I should change it. And I'm like, yeah. And then so that was the main criticism, and then there was the recent one with the recommending people take experimental drugs, and and it's I'm not a fan. If you're going to take a drug, I'm not anti-pharma, I'm not anti-vaccine or whatever. I'm pro-choice, and if you're going to take a drug, make sure it's fucking safe, man. From decades of usage. I mean, it's your body, it's your choice. If you want to be a guinea pig, then it's your body, it's your choice, all right? So, but yeah, so that was those two things, But anyway, let's talk about the legacy he continues to leave behind. Life's so short, isn't it? You don't know if today's your last day. So John, that's also my dad's name, lived such he is such a valuable member of society. Think of all the vegans or vegetarians or more plant-based meals he inspired for people to make and eat. And also his wife, Mary, behind every good man is a good woman. So think of that, the legacy, the positive environmental impact both of those people still have today. Even though John has passed away, his influence is still fucking here because of social media. Books, they fade away, all right? Social media, videos, podcasts, interviews, they're there forever, all right? Books from 100 years ago, the bugs get them, they just fall apart, they get chucked in the bin, recycling bin. Books disappear over time, but social media, I can jump on now and listen to thousands of hours. I can, get on my phone and listen to thousands of hours of John McDougall's advice. And for how long will that be? Who knows? Hopefully for eons. Hopefully forever. So it's a reminder, man. Just get out there and create content. Get out there and be part of the fucking change. Be the change you want to see. Be part of the solution versus part of the pollution. And you'll have people out there, I'll see comments already, oh yeah, if he ate meat, he would last longer. John was not a full-on vegan, all right? He was not a pure vegan, okay? He wasn't like a full-on animal lover, bro. Like that's not his thing. His thing was like, I got sick people, what's the diet I can recommend for them to get better health? You got heart disease, type 2 diabetes, or even type 1 diabetes, you're obese, you got breathing issues. What can we feed you? How can we change your diet so your diet isn't killing you faster? And that was his deal, and is his deal. So that's still very, very extremely valuable. Very, very valuable. So that's just, this is, he is definitely one of my biggest inspirations in my career trajectory of, getting things out there. He just how he was very, just straight to the point, very objective. And that would drive me batshit crazy when he was contradictory to himself. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You're so clear cut, do this, no oil, fuck the fat you eat, the fat you wear, carbs are good, sugar's good. And then you go over here and go, well, if you eat too many, I'm so that would drive me batshit crazy, man. I'll be on there fucking drooling and fucking frothing at the foaming at the mouth like rabies when he would do that stuff. But so he definitely, it's like he's gone, but he's not gone because he's on the internet. He's a social media influencer and always will be, okay? And it's great that his family, his daughter, etc., are going to carry on that legacy and that message of truth that's helped, millions of people, or I can, if it hasn't already. But, what we eat has such an impact on the planet. These fucking goons out there, these buffoons, these morons promoting these meat-based diets, getting on videos. Well, I'm not a vegan anymore. Eat meat. Go and cut down the rainforest. Let's grow more fucking animals and more grass-fed shit and more soy to feed those animals instead of soy to feed humans. Let's just fuck the planet up even faster by eating more meat. Not just eating more meat, eating just meat as your diet. Meat-based carnivore. It's just fucking insanity, man. It's insanity. And thankfully for the internet, thankfully we have the internet. Thankfully for my sanity, we have the internet and I can create content and be part of that pollution solution. We're part of the pollution or we're part of the solution. If you want to be part of the pollution solution, then promote what I'm promoting, what Johnny Boy's promoting, etc. I look around, man. Like you jump on a plane, you fly across Australia, or I've ridden my bike across Australia, all over the US, through Asia, and you see the destruction that animal livestock industry has on the planet. All right, what we eat is fucking killing the planet, is killing us sooner, and making. In the meantime, you're feeling like shit. You got this meat in your gut, you can't breathe as good, and it's just like blah blah blah. So yeah. Anyway, the carbs for the win. It's just like the world is fucking crashing, and the biggest polluter is the animal product industry. Like here in Australia, I think it's about 95% of our cows and lamb and our four-hoofed animals are grass-fed. And because of that, we have cut down the most of Australia's rainforest, savanna, woodlands, etc. We've cut them down, burnt them to create space for the grazing animals so we can eat them and get fatter and sicker and dumber and more congested and be so tired that we can't even ride a bike down the store. We've got to sit in the car and drive down to the shop to get more meat. But we're a caveman, paleo, primal, yeah. So we're driving a fucking car to go and do basic errands. Meanwhile, millions and millions of Chinese on rice and vegetables and fruit and sugar are lean and slim and otherwise healthy, ride their bicycle to the shop, ride their bicycle to work, don't even own a car, have great mobility, eating a high carb, low fat, low protein diet. And then those same Chinese or Indians or Africans Asians, you get influenced by Western bullshit and say, oh, rice is bad. And then you can always spot, and I'm not trying to be racist here, but you can always spot the Asians and Indians and Africans who have ditched their traditional high carb, low fat diet. You can always spot them. Because how can you not spot them? They're walking down the footpath, you know? And oh, coming through, you know? And I would be like that. I'd be bigger than them if I was eating the standard Western or meat-based diet, man. That's why all the people doing the carnivore diet, you ever notice they're always into fasting and shit? Like, I only eat 1 meal a day. It's like, that's all you can eat, bro. Otherwise you're going to get obese on that meat. You know, so the same people that say meat for weight loss are the same people saying just eat 1 meal a day. No more than 1 meal a day. Actually, even better, just fast for 2 days a week or eat very, very low portions like Michael Mosley. We saw what happened to him. Just went out for a walk and couldn't make it home. So that's the level of fatigue there. So it's insane. So we need more of you out there getting on social media, you know, like where are you people? All right? Where are you? Stop flapping around, man. You know, like this is, if you want this as a career, like think of all the money I've made and all the money McDougall made from promoting the right messages. Well, I've got a job. Well, I can't just go and leave it stuff. It's like, join us, making money, helping the planet. You know, look at all the people out there I've helped make crazy coin promoting a vegan lifestyle. Joe Carbstrong, you know, James Aspie, etc. Just, you know, again and again, just fucking too many names to think about, you know. Why not join the party and create the influence? Social media is the thing right now, and it always will be. TV's dead. TV's done and dusted. Now all these TV channels are going onto YouTube and shit, man. TikTok even, okay? So just join it, man. Like, why not make a shit ton of cash helping the planet? We all need money, you know? I mean, not much, but yeah, I'm just saying. It's but this is, I've been looking for some extra sharp direction. I've been making a shit ton of cash selling shoes lately, and I enjoy it. But, you know, I'm making all this money, you know, and I'm just thinking, like, I love it, but come on, man, like, is this your calling, Harley? Like, you know, like, you're a shoe seller? Like, yeah, I've always been a shoe seller since 1994, and I always will be to a degree. Like, you know, I love my shoes and running and stuff. But I was just doing it so much that I wasn't really, you know, doing as much stuff online. And this is a wake-up call. This is a big wake-up call that, you know, I'm going to take a big life trajectory. This is a good reminder of how, you know, you don't know how long you got left. Don't die with the music in you. John passed away knowing, yeah, he'd done his all. He was cranking out the content. He's always around, and he's just, you know, he's just getting it done, getting it out there. So that's the best way to live. That's what I call life quality, is getting on the front, driving the pace for as long and as hard as you can. Maybe have a little break here, catch your breath, and then go on the front again. Just keep fucking driving it. Get other people hyped up. Come on, let's work together. Let's fucking drive the message out there. All right, maybe some of us are making a bad mistake, and then one of us go, hey, what are you doing? Fucking stay left or stay right. Come on. Be congruent. Stop contradicting. Let's go. Keep the intensity high. Yeah, so big reminders, man. Big reminders of let's just fucking crank it. This world is fucking crashing, man. Like, and a lot of it is to do with undercarbed things, these undercarb diets, these glucose exhaust promoting diets of sugar's bad, carbs are bad. And that instantly, same day, creates mental health decline. It creates serotonin and dopamine deficiency. So then people, their dopamine's low, like, oh, I can't eat sugar and carbs because that makes my dopamine go up, so I can't have that. I've got to have Monster energy drink. I've got to have some pills. I've got to have some drugs, some cocaine. I've got to go to my doctor and buy some more, you know, scripts and stuff. And yeah, there's a time for that thing sometimes. I'm not against it. I'm just saying, like, look at your fucking diet, man. Get your carbs up, bro, so you can actually sleep properly. Then you don't get enough carbs, you can't sleep properly. You get into bed at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or midnight, you're like, I can't sleep. You're so wired from all the stimulants you had to take to get your dopamine up because you felt so depressed. And now your serotonin's crashed, so you can't sleep. So then the doctor goes, well, we'll give you some sleeping pills. Oh, no, your dick doesn't work. Oh, okay, we'll give you another script. Oh, you're depressed. Oh, we'll give you SSRIs. And they still don't fucking work. All right, they don't work as good as dietary lifestyle changes, man. You can take all the best drugs in the world for mental health, and none of them come within fucking 10 miles of what I'm promoting, you know, in terms of nutrition and lifestyle. Doesn't come fucking close. How do I know this? Because I've had people taking all those drugs and then do my protocols and go, why the fuck didn't someone tell me this sooner? I'm like, well, I've been on YouTube for 16 years. You know, it's just... Anyway, it's your life, it's your choice. McDougall, fucking legend. His legacy will live on. And, you know, this just opens the door for inspiration for more people to get out there and promote this all-important nutritional message the world is crushing. And you, I mean, leave some comments down below. Don't just say, dickhead, Durianrider, you're a dickhead. You can say that, but at least leave some debate. We can continue the conversation, all right? Or if you say you think I agree, then let's have some conversation in these comments here, okay? Thousands of you will watch this video, and there's maybe 5 people comment. Like, let's have some discussion. Let's get some education here. Not just a dialogue of, not the monologue of me just, let's have some dialogue. I'm in the comments. I actually care about my audience. I'm not here just for the fame and the cash. You know, those things are cool, but I'm here for legacy, contribution. But yeah, it's McDougall, RIP. But it's not RIP because he's still fucking here because he put in the work and spread the legacy. Imagine that. Imagine that's what I call positive carbon footprint legacy, you know, or negative carbon footprint, but you know, positive matter. So it feels like it's just going to escalate it even more in the right way of the importance of a high carb, low fat, low protein, you know, vegan diet, and it's just, you know, and they're going to lose people. I don't want to go vegan. You don't have to be a vegan. Just start, man. More carbs and less fat, and go from there. And then eventually be like, or maybe I can do a little bit. And then you start creeping in. You're like, oh, shit, I can probably do this. You know, when I tell people to go hill climbing is the best thing ever, if you want to strip fat, I don't tell them to go up fucking do it. It's not on day one. You know, I mean, if you can, if you're really amped, but you might hate it so much, like it's not sustainable for me. But if you start with, you know, local climbs and build up to, oh yeah, what's next? What's next? If we don't have growth as humans, if we don't have growth, then we feel like, ugh, you know, we feel not so good. We're not so good. There's about 15 pigeons on my balcony right now, carbon up. But yeah, it does feel good to be able to give back to the planet in the right way and to help animals and to help people. And I travel so much around the world, and to parrot myself again, the world is fucking crashing, man, at an alarmingly rapid rate. All right, like I'm always walk around eyes wide open. All right, eyes wide open. Good sleep, good nutrition, always carved up, always hydrated. I spot patterns. I can see what's going on. And this world, man, I see the pollution indexes, I see the violence, I see the stats. I was walking around towns I've been walking around for fucking 30-something years, 47 years, but 30 years, you know, with more adult eyes. And things are getting full on out there. And a lot of that, most of that is due to mental health problems, depression, etc. And that primarily stems from insufficient carb intake. I'll lose people straight away. Oh, I'm doing right. No. Your inability to tolerate stresses or to be physical or have passion is in direct proportion to the insufficiency of glucose, fructose, and or sucrose. Those 3 nutrients are so important, the most important nutrients: fructose, glucose, sucrose. Fructose fuels your sperm cells, glucose fuels every cell in the body, and sucrose also can fuel those cells because it's a mix of, sucrose is a mix of glucose and fructose. Probably mix those up, but you know what I'm saying. That's, you know, no script here, just boom, off the cuff. I'll do any debates, any interviews, anytime. Just message me, Instagram, Durianriders. But yeah, this is, you know, when you're carved up, when you have enough carbs every few hours, or every hour I should say, then just you want to be less of a douche. But when you're hangry, then you start shit, and then it's a reaction to that, and then it's like a chain of events that cascades around. And then you put your shit into someone else, and they put their shit into someone else, and they get hangry, and it's just you know, just ricochets around. And when you're carved up, that's why people are like, how can you just always debate people and keep your shit tight? How hard? It's carbs, bro. That's the foundation. The carbs help you stay hydrated. The carbs help you get to sleep. Pull away the carbs, you can't sleep properly. You can't hydrate properly. but they're all intertwined. Sleep, water, sugar. Okay, they're all like you pull one out, then the other one crash down. If you just have the sugar and the water, but not enough sleep, then you can't store enough muscle glycogen. You start to crash, and then your sleep's affected. You know, they're like you pull one over here, then they will flop around. You want to have that like triangle, solid, strong shape. But as soon as you crush one angle, one corner, it all collapses. So you have it tight. Sleep, water, sugar. Every hour of the day, always monitoring your sleep, water, sugar. Even every 20 minutes of the day, just monitoring sleep, water, sugar. What do I need? Sleep, water, sugar. Ideally all three. And then it creates you a fucking lean. You get so lean on that lifestyle and productive for your potential. It's amazing, man. Getting the early nights, getting the water, and just start thinking more like an athlete and behaving like an athlete, and the body fat just melts away effortlessly. Like you see me, like I'm ready for the Tour de France every day of the year, even though I'm not even at that level, not even close. But I'm just aesthetically looking like that, without any starvation, without like weighing myself, like weighing my meals or whatever. I say, stay super ripped vascular for decades, because I was lucky enough to come across McDougall's, protocols back in the day, and that reinforced what I'd already learned from other cycling coaches. Carbs are the ticket, fat is the enemy. Low protein if you want to be lightweight. And then I'd come across McDougall, and he would just give that like extra, what's the word, clout, medical authority, element to like, wow, okay, I could answer questions on health, I remember in 2001, just to wrap the video up, everyone's got their stories about McDougall, haven't they? Good stories as well. But let's wrap it up. 2001, I just gone vegan. I went vegan April 2001. And I at the time, I had John Robbins' book and some McDougall stuff. And I was at this barbecue a cycling friend had put on. And there was this chick there, another cyclist who was studying nutrition. And she was watching me eat. I could feel someone watching me. Like, what's watching me? She's watching me. She says, "Harley, are you a vegan?" And I was like, oh yeah, I am. That's the first time I'd ever gone out the vegan closet. and I thought she was going to like go, "Oh, good on you," like that's cool. And mate, she just fucking drilled me. She's like, "What about this nutrition? I'm studying nutrition university. What about this? What about that? What about protein? Blah blah blah." And she fucking hammered me so hard. I think I started to tear up a little bit. I was a bit like, I think I just done a long ride. It was cold. It was probably a bit under carb for how long we rode for and stuff. And I just wasn't expecting the fucking barrage. I was expecting compliments, and then she just barraged me. And she could tell though. She could tell I was starting to get a bit like, I don't know. And so she pulled back. Right? She didn't keep going. She's like pounding, and she's like, "Oh shit, he can't take it. Pull back." And then I left that barbecue, that lunch, and I said, that's never, ever going to happen again. I'm going to know all the fucking answers. So good on her for barraging me. I didn't go, "Fuck you, blah, blah, blah." I just remember leaving that place. I said, that's never going to happen ever again. And anyway, so I got educated on the topic, and she does not want to talk to me. We had a conversation one time, and then she's just like, "All right, no, I'm out of here." The game. I had that support from McDougall. And John Robbins, etc., who got it from McDougall, who got it from Rice Guy, Kempner, and Burke. So McDougall was standing on the shoulders of giants as well, and it just carries on. And so it's just about passing the baton, passing the light, the torch to shine light in all this darkness out there from these corporate industries who just have zero regard for anything. They're just purely looking at profits before people, before the environment. All right, these meat industries, these military industries, these medical industries. I mean, there's benefits to medicine. There's no doubt about it. But but again, the good medicine infiltrated with the bad shit, the unnecessary shit. There's just like, come on, man. Like, like what? Like the good medicine being you have an accident, we can stitch you up, get you going. The burns victims, all the heroic work we can do there. The first responders. Fucking awesomeness. And then you have the people out there going, "Well, you're not going to go vegan, let me fucking repair your stomach and shut a table that's shut," and shit like this. It's just, or not even giving people the options, right? Just saying, "No, well, there's no options, doc. No, there's no options, mate. We've got to do this for you." That's fucked. Anyway, that's the deal. So yeah. Don't rest in peace, McDougall. We'll still carry the fucking torch, brother, and we'll still smash out the message. carb the fuck up.